So you ever find yourself in Hunt Showdown thinking, I swear that guy was upstairs, but it turns out he was actually behind you, down the stairs, and already aiming at your head? Yeah, same. That's why today we're breaking down how the audio actually works in Hunt Showdown 1896, straight from the dev team themselves. No fluff, no conspiracy theories, just the facts and a few laughs to keep it interesting. Let's talk about CrySpatial, Hunt's very own 3D audio solution, and what's changing with Update 2.4. Before we dive in, here's what triggered all this. With Update 2.4, the devs are actively improving Hunt's audio. That includes fixes for silent or missing footsteps, better vertical footstep design, and clearer gunshot distance readability. They've said more info is coming soon, but in the meantime, this guide helps you understand what's already in place and how to make the most of it. CrySpatial is Hunt's homegrown 3D audio system. It's been around since 2019 and was built specifically for this game. You know how you can tell if a grunt is moaning behind you, above you, or somewhere in the attic? That's CrySpatial at work. It uses something called HRTF, Head-Related Transfer Function, which basically simulates how your ears hear sound in a 3D space. It's like giving your headphones a little human brain so they can figure out where sound should feel like they're coming from. But CrySpatial doesn't control everything. It handles direction, front, back, above, below, but not distance or occlusion. So if someone's walking behind a wall or shooting from 200 meters away, that part's still on the game's core audio system, not CrySpatial. Want CrySpatial to actually work the way it's supposed to? Here's the quick and clean checklist. Use stereo headphones, turn CrySpatial on in Hunt's audio settings, either in a match or from the main menu, turn off any extra audio enhancements on your system, and disable any virtual surround or room correction features your headset software might be running. Now, depending on what system you're on, here's how to make sure everything's set up right. For Windows 10, right-click the speaker icon in your taskbar, choose Spatial Sound, and set it to Off. Windows 11, go to System, Sound Settings, click the arrow next to your output device, set Spatial Sound to Off. Xbox Series, go to Settings, General, Volume and Audio Output, set Headset Format to Stereo Uncompressed. In PlayStation 5, open Settings, Sound, in the 3D Audio section, disable, Enable 3D Audio for headphones. Trust me, this part matters. If you've got multiple spatial audio systems fighting for control, you'll end up with a soundscape that feels like it was mixed by a scrap beat. Now you might be wondering, if CrySpatial is that good, why can you turn it off? Well, it comes down to ears. Everyone's ear shape is a little different, which means CrySpatial's HRTF filters might not sound right for absolutely everyone. Some players might find the sound positioning weird or slightly off. So if the 1896 update, Crytek added support for other spatial audio formats. If CrySpatial doesn't work for you, you can now use Dolby Atmos, Windows Sonic, DTS:X, or Sony's 3D audio on PS5. Important note though, these all do the same kind of job, positioning sound in 3D space. But like CrySpatial, they don't affect occlusion or how sound fades in the distance. That's always handled by the base game audio. Here's what happens. You get plain stereo or surround sound and no real sense of direction beyond left and right. Good luck figuring out if that hive is above you, behind you, or screaming in your soul. So yeah, Crytek strongly recommends having some kind of spatial audio on at all times. Otherwise, you're basically playing Hunt with one ear plugged and the other in a hallway. If you're using stereo headphones, and most of us are, Crytek recommends audio configuration headphones, CrySpatial ON. And here's the catch, it takes time to adjust. Don't panic if things sound different at first. CrySpatial has a learning curve, just like any other tool. Give it a few matches, trust your ears, they'll catch up. If you're one of those lucky people with a full-on surround setup, 5.1 or 7.1 speakers, then you can disable CrySpatial and let your speaker array do the work. In that case, you just set your in-game audio configuration to speakers and Hunt will optimize the sound for your setup. Clean, simple, no 3D headphone processing required. Last tip, don't stack your audio enhancements. If CrySpatial is on, you're also using your headset's built-in surround effects or driver-based audio enhancements, you're going to get muddy, glitchy audio. Best case, it just sounds off. Worst case, you miss that guy crouching behind the hay bale 5 feet from your face. Same goes for EQs or other effects. Use them sparingly and only if you know exactly what they're doing. So there you go. CrySpatial explained, system settings sorted, and hopefully fewer times you yell, "Where was that guy?" at your screen. Got more questions about how Hunt's audio works? Drop them on the socials. The dev team's listening, literally. And if enough of you speak up, we might get a part 2 of this guide. Until then, keep your ears sharp and your settings clean. If you're hyped for this and want to stay in the loop with all things Hunt Showdown, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates, breakdowns, and guides. Come hang out with me and the community over on Twitch. I stream Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the bayou or 6 feet under.